We got the camera. All right. Oh, I gotta turn that off. Oh my goodness. Uh, I left my Destiny thing on. I gotta turn that off. Like, how do I turn off? Nope. There we go. All right. That should be better. Okay. Setting up here. All right. Okie dokie. All right, Mike Joestar here, and I am back again. It's been quite a while. It's been, I don't even know how to explain it. It's been one of those things where life always happens. It just is. You know, and, you know, it's been busy. Work, life, child, being a parent, gaming, it's whatever. Got back in Destiny, but we are here to play Sekiro. Now, this is very special because, as you can see, I unlocked the Shura outfit. So in my off time, I did the gauntlets, and I really worked hard, and I unlocked. I did the first two gauntlets. I did the Divine Air Gauntlet, so I got the, I did Inner Genichiro, and then I did Shura, and Shura was one of those things, I didn't stream it, but I was like, oh, I should have been able to, it was one of those things where I got real lucky and clutched the victory. But we are going to go New Game Plus 3. The first game I played, I did the full Journey to the West ending. Second ending, I did the Shura. Now we're going to do Severance. So we have pretty much started a lot of stuff here. So let's get into this.
Some 20 years after Ishin's coup, the Ashina clan was on the brink of collapse. And the shinobi, known as Wolf, had lost everything. Both the man who took him in and the boy he had sworn to protect.
I have been doing a lore dive on this entire game, and it just fascinates me on the story. It's just super deep.
Shinobi, open your eyes. For the sake of your master.
Alright. So, if anybody is really curious on my, like, third playthrough, the story here, pretty much what I find fascinating is all the main characters in this game, Wolf, Genichiro, Emma, they are, all three of them are children of war. And they were all found on the battlefield. And that's just what makes this story so deep.
That shinobi
anything-
at the bottom of the well. We didn't shackle him, restrain him, nothing. That doesn't worry anybody?
Not at all. Not only is he unarmed, he has completely lost his will to live. Nothing but a coward. Unworthy of our concern.
The moonlight shines strongly on the Moonview Tower tonight. The Divine Heir is probably using the light for his reading again.
Probably, but imprisoning a mere child. I feel sorry for the boy.
Agreed. But I'm sure Lord Genichiro has his reasons.
So, anybody who just wants to get caught up is basically, Genichiro Ashina, the adopted grandson of Isshin Ashina, kidnapped the Divine Child because he wants to use him as leverage, because the Interior Ministry is coming to Ashina to basically, say you can't be a kingdom anymore. And historically, this takes place in the Sengoku period. And the Interior Ministry would be the Tokugawa ministry. So basically, Ashina, a land renowned for its divine waters, is now coming under threat. But I do love the blend of historical and mythical feats of this game. It just makes it so good. I needed a break from playing Destiny, so...
You did well to come here. It's been too long, Wolf.
I've come to free you, my lord.
Well then. Raise your head. Kusabimaru, your sword. My shinobi. In accordance with the bond of Lord and Retainer, you will pledge your life in my service.
Now, I think I did the Shura run in a few hours. I think probably, what was it, like 6 hours, I think? But I did, like, I pretty much did all the bosses up to that. So, we're gonna go the step further. Because we're gonna get the Severance ending, so we're gonna take out the Divine Dragon. Alright.
Loyal Wolf, were you grieved? Do you know? Right?
As you
Blah,
say.
blah, blah, blah.
There's a secret passage beneath the moat bridge that will lure. I want you to.
So,
You know, I will.
one of the things that's interesting is...
No.
I see.
that, you know, the whole objective here in the very beginning was that Wolf and Kuro were to leave Ashina. They were going to escape and not be tied to the Ashina land. So we're going straight up. Puppet, you! So we got, I have Ichimonji double, but I think I'm gonna use soccer dance. And in this run, I will get all the skills that I don't have. So that'll be crucial. I did the gauntlets of strength, so I am like super good at like blocking. If anybody's looking, like, the best way to do is just play the game and try to get the full ending, because New Game Plus is much easier. Put on Yakuriko's Spirit Vault. How many do I have? Just use all your sugars. All right.
You know that secret passage at the bottom of the moat, under the bridge? We just got orders to guard it.
So if anybody doesn't know, is that Ashina became independent during the war when Ishin Sword Saint defeated General Temura. After defeating General Temura, the Ashina became its own land, and people were fine. But Ashina holds a dark secret, and the big thing that Ashina has is it sits near the Divine Waters. And this is why, you know, the myth of the game is that Ashina is kind of cursed, because the whole game is about karma. And because of the fact that everybody can be, you know, resurrected from the Divine Waters, that abuse of karma breaks the cycle of resurrection. Enter the Divine Child, who Kuro is the Divine Child of the Dragon. He has the ability of resurrection. He has the dragon's blood, which he only gave to our main character, Wolf. Wolf is the only exception, which is why Wolf can resurrect. And we know this because when he was betrayed at the Harada estate,
Yes, my lord.
Wolf resurrected, but he resurrected here in the well, and he's now
this is the only way to run from the
was
fading
given
bloodline
purpose
is the
again.
only answer.
And it's interesting because I believe this is all because a lot of it's Emma.
Where shall we
Emma
go once we're away
woke
from
him
the
up.
castle?
And
I
what's
suppose the
interesting
first thing we
is
should
when
do
you
is
meet
cross the
Ishin, Ashina,
border. Or perhaps we should
he's
hide
very
somewhere.
respectful
What do
of
you
you.
think?
Whatever you desire,
He's
Whatever
very
I
old
desire.
at this point,
That's the wolf I know.
but
my lord.
Oh, nothing.
one of the main things
I was
is
just reminiscing. Onward then.
Kuro was well cared for in the Ashina kingdom, even though he was basically kidnapped. You know, and Ishin, that's all Genichiro's fault. Genichiro did not really, like, you know, threaten Kuro. He gave Kuro the chances of, like, hey, just give me your blood. He's been really honorable, but, you know, we learn a little bit. I'll explain more about Genichiro's lore a little bit.
The Divine Heir.
Shinobi of the Divine Heir.
Last we stood together was your uncle's funeral.
Lord Genichiro.
There's a good thing Vadi Vidya pointed out that right here, Wolf is a little bit hesitant.
Leave this to me.
On flicking out his sword. Because there's been like a time gap where he's lost his will. Alright. Let's beat him at his own game here.
You face Genichiro Ashina.
Oh. Phase down. Messed that up completely. Alright, so we lose our arm. I'm not like 100% perfect, but I'm pretty decent at the game. I will say the Gauntlet of Strengths were one of my challenges.
All the Shinobi has to offer.
That gave me a hard time.
The Divine Heir will be coming.
I had to watch several tutorials on how to tackle Genichiro. And honestly, I didn't even cheese him. Like one of those times where you just keep trying and trying again, it just clicks. And then you're just like, oh, I figured it out. But Genichiro is more, you know, he's trained in the way of Tomoe, which I believe is the girl that you see at the end praying at the dragon altar. She's like neither dead or alive. Now this guy, the sculptor, is the coolest thing because he's a former shinobi. He's Sekijo. Whereas Wolf was found by Owl during the war. Emma was found by the sculptor, and she called him Orangutan. And Emma is a doctor who serves Isshin Ashina, and her mentor created the shinobi prosthetic for Sekijo, which is the name of the sculptor. And we know that Sekijo became Shura and Isshin Ashina cut his arm off.
Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet.
Like, this is where it gets, like, insanely deep with the lore. Alright, so now that we got the Shinobi prosthetic, blah 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 blah, we're pretty much good with everything. The only thing we need is just we need the Lazalites, just so we can get the Lazalite axe, which we will get at the end of the game, and we will get the Lazalite shuriken at the end of the game. But we have to get to the Fountainhead Palace to do that. So, we're gonna keep on the long spark. We're gonna put on the spinning shuriken. Or wait, should I do the phantom kunai? You know, we're just gonna do spinning shuriken. And we are gonna put on probably the Lazalite Subimaru. Reason being is that the long spark is our best friend. If anybody ever plays Sekiro, long spark is your best friend the entire game. You can use it on pretty much 90% of the bosses, and it's one of those things where it just works. And we're gonna need it firsthand when we fight Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. Spinning shuriken, any shuriken that you get is easy, but spinning shuriken is, I think, one of the best. As long as you have a shuriken, it makes Lady Butterfly insanely easy. The Lazalite Subimaru is just really cool because you could poison enemies and do tick damage to them. Aside from that, it's just more mob control. Well, we're probably not going to really use it, but we'll see. So we can't really do much. We need the bell. So, now the whole thing about karma in cycles is one of the endings to the game is we end up in Sekijo's position here, the sculptor's position at the end, and the cycle will continue. Genichiro and Tomoe did the same thing. She did the immortal severance way. So what we're gonna do to make this run insanely cool is we are going to be Shura. So as we did New Game Plus, we were Ashina, which is actually Sekijo. And then this one we're gonna play the entire game as Shura. Cause it's like the coolest form. If anybody ever wants to practice, we can talk to the Revenant here.
But, sir, please.
Blah, 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 blah. It comes back to life.
Still alive.
Now this is where you get your lore about Dragon Rot, and basically how he's an immortal. But we learn why certain beings are immortal in the game. And it has to do with the fact that the monks at Sampu Tempo pretty much have lost their way. Let's go over here. Grab a coin purse. Coin purses are great because it's basically like money that we get to keep. Not that we're going to really be buying anything. It's just going to be really cool. Down here is a shinobi door, and we can't open it. But that takes us to Kuro, which is pretty interesting. Alright. There's really not a whole lot to do. It's just pretty much make our way to the castle. We can go up here, pick up items. When you tend to do everything, it makes the game easier. Now, doing everything in the game, our attack power should be relatively high. We should probably enter maybe 40? 40 attack power. I'm doing really well. How are you? No iframe? That's good. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're on New Game Plus 3. Just doing a full... We're going to do the Severance run. I needed a break from Destiny. Pick up the booster here. USA. That's where I'm from. East Coast. Woohoo! Alright. First little mini boss here. It's not gonna be tough. Mid-air block. Oh, nice. Last year I was in Scotland. I really loved it. I heard good things about Vanda. Alright. Favorite game so far. I have a ton of games. I'm pretty much at like 10,000 in my collection here. I personally, I love the Resident Evil franchise. I'm a big Castlevania fan. I love the Souls game. So right now, prior to the Elden Ring DLC, I have been digging Sekiro like non-stop. FPS, I mean, I'm into like Destiny. I just got back into Destiny. So I've been just doing that. But all-time favorite game is always going to be Castlevania. I'm all about the Souls games, Resident Evil. Pretty much it. Probably thinking about doing some 3DO streaming. I'll do retro games. In the meantime, but I really wanted to stream some of this. Oh. Missed time in all of these. Gotta get out of there. I feel like Bay from Ninja Scroll right now. Oh, Sekiro is really good. It is probably the most unique Souls game from FromSoft, but it's one of those games where it's like the hardest one because it is all about rhythm-based combat, whereas like Souls preps you for Elden Ring. But Sekiro's not a long game. I mean, if you're gonna 100% it, it's like, you know, between 5 to 10 hours. But it's very straightforward. I'd say the thing that makes this game different is very difficult starting out. Sekiro has a very huge learning curve. In the first major bosses in the beginning are gatekeepers.
What? Nothing to say? Does your stomach
And the game
hurt or
teaches,
something?
like, really emphasizes you
always
on
had a
learning
weak
the game and getting good.
Well, anyway, take this bell. It's a charm I made.
But when
with
you're
the
on
young
New Game
master
Plus
in mind.
1, 2, and 3,
offer-
it's actually not that bad. It's a cakewalk. Alright, so we just picked up the bell. That allows us to relive the Harada estate memory. Which is good for us, because we'll definitely go back and complete that area. Well, let's go get some of this. Now, we just met this old lady here, and she thinks that we're her son. He's right here.
Is somebody there?
Yes.
Pretty much any real color, really.
Could it be? Sir, my name is Inosuke Nogami, a vassal of the Hirata family.
Some days I could dig green, some days I could dig blue.
She's my her mom. She
Some days I can dig black, red, yellow, orange, magenta. Color nobody really talks about. Whoop. Let's whip around here. Alrighty. Go over here. And we can puppet this guy. I have the puppet jutsu, so basically he'll be our slave here. Up here is a merchant. Pretty much we have a ton of stuff here, so we don't really need anything. I always like to buy the coin purses, that way we're not always losing stuff, but we have a bunch in our storage.
Where you find the departed, just like wherever the travels take you, some offerings with
Thank you. I'm lucky if I stream once a week. So, not always. Sometimes I can stream probably 2 or 3 times a week, but on average, it's really on weekends or when I stream. And it depends on what game. I'm still trying to get through Dino Crisis because a fan requested. But I, you know, in preparation for Elden Ring DLC, I do want to, you know, just really show off Sekiro and stuff. And when I stream on 3 different platforms. So I stream on YouTube, TikTok. Oh, is this gonna be my first death? And on Twitch. But I need the Twitch following, because I have the TikTok following. Outside, I do marketing.
I know you. Yeah. You're that good Sir Shinobi, sir. Well, I haven't seen you since, well, since that night.
What night?
You don't remember?
No.
Oh, I see.
Beautiful.
You
It's
don't
like I have a
remember.
glowing, fiery
Listen,
eye.
Sir, you and I? No, we've met before. I was a thief back then. But those days are behind me. Now, I'm an upright and honest merchant. Only problem is, I'm broke. And being broke, I don't have anything to sell. So, good sir, would you mind lending me just a few coins to get my business going? I'll stock something useful just for you. You bet I will. And as a little bonus, I'll tell you all about. What do you think?
Here's some coin. Now talk.
Yes, that night. So my it was a prime opportunity. Then we started.
Oh, nice.
And cleaned out the place. That there's when I met you.
That's really cool.
That's
I see.
Yeah. You still listen. Good sir.
Are you good? Are
I
you
might
developing
be
some
able to
indie
tell you
games, or are you
some
gonna work for a
tidbits
company?
you might find useful for a price, of course. I'm a merchant.
Oh,
now,
nice.
You know. So.
I do art on the side.
I'll buy some information.
Thank you very much for your patronage.
I specialize in
Since
doing
you're a
portrait art,
shinobi,
like as
I'll
a
give you
portrait
some
artist.
information about shinobi tools.
If you could.
Now, I've seen
Thanks,
this tube,
I appreciate it.
A tube with fire blasting out of it. Huh? When we broke into the Hirata estate, one of my pals nabbed one. That's the sound the fire makes when it blasts.
I have one.
I'll procure some good.
So if we talk to Aniyama the peddler, we can expand his quest. We really do want to expand the quest because he actually gives us the memento to have a discount at the end of the game, which makes any New Game Plus runs so much easier. Alright, so let's go over here, activate this idol, and then we're gonna fight our second gatekeeping boss here. Alright, first we gotta get up here. Whoa! There we go. Get over here. We'll activate this idol. Oh, over there is where we will, I think, fight the Headless. Forget what's over here. Yeah. Now, a lot of people would use the one. What item makes us invisible? I don't know. Sure. What is my Discord? It should be M.G.D 28. I think that's my Discord. Although I do design work for myself. I mean, I have I'm streaming on my Xbox, by the way, so I'm capturing this game from my Xbox, streaming it to Twitch, and then I'll put it in YouTube. But when I do OBS, I have my own thing. I have my own overlays and stuff. But that's pretty much when I'm doing retro games. But yeah, I design the backgrounds and stuff. I like to blend it with Resident Evil and stuff. Alright, so let's go eavesdrops on these guys because we want to get as many eavesdrops as we can so that we can further Aniyama the Peddler's quest, because there's going to come a point where we're going to give him a helper.
That's what the Lord's proclamation said. Proclamations? What a joke. Ashina sure has a funny way of preparing for war.
Here. Puppet. Because that's going to help us with this keeping boss fight here. Changeover's awake. We're gonna go over here. Dodge back at that time. First resurrection.
Loyal wolf, take my blood and live.
So this is where we learned that we have the ability to resurrect things. I'll check it out. Alright, so we're gonna resurrect. Bam! We're not out of this. Got me again. Oh, no. Struggle lane, really? First death. First death of the game. Yeah, I think that happened in my last playthrough as well. Alright, so this is where when we die, we meet Emma, and we learn about dragon rot and
returned
karma.
from the dead. The power I know. I'm for to assist you. However, I must fulfill my master's. The gourd of medicinal water that I am.
You made.
Yeah, but I would even bring. Yeah, if you.
So Emma gives us the healing
I'd
gourd.
like to make a
What is it?
Please show me your face.
What?
Or,
Are you...
yeah, I'm sorry. So, it's not a birthmark. Then, or perhaps, it's a symptom. I still don't understand the particulars, but it appears as though your body is no longer confined by the rules of our world. Come and see me if you notice anything.
I will.
This power, it's said to be a power of the divine heir's dragon heritage.
So basically she tells us why we have the divine power of resurrection.
They are revived upon death, repeatedly.
Because we have
Let
the
me
dragon's
know if
blood
you notice
inside of us.
Any more changes? I don't think the power... There must be a way to treat the dragon rot. The first step is to look through my mentor's research and see if I can discover a way. There must be a way to treat... The first step is to look through my...
So...
Goodbye.
She's gonna research the dragon rot.
What's the status?
And we're gonna learn that everybody's coughing.
Ask Emma. Ask Emma.
Sculptor.
I'm not normal, you see. No, me. I know mere dragon rot will kill.
So this is where basically what happens is through constant resurrection, karma
Have
decays,
you seen the sculptor
and
lately?
Yes.
All I know is what Dogen told me long ago, that the dragon's heritage can bestow the power of resurrection. How repeated use, a disease he knew much forgive.
Is there a way to treat this dragon rot?
I do not know. I am unsure.
Thank you.
There must be a way to treat the dragon. The first step is to look through my mentor. Goodbye.
Alright, so we're gonna have to talk to her later. Alright, so back to take on that ogre again.
Man was from Hirata. I must pay my respects.
Lord Kuro.
Lady Emma, are there other Hirata survivors?
There are very few of us left.
I see. Apologies. There's no end to those who seek the dragon's heritage. This was their fate. Because of those that pursued me. I didn't mean to involve them.
What's weird is I like to think Emma is like this grand... She's interesting. She's like... I don't want to say she's a traitor, but she serves Isshin Ashina.
Lord Kuro.
But she's been motherly towards Kuro. Only because Kuro kind of has Stockholm Syndrome. He was just kidnapped. And she's kind of like... Okay, but oddly enough, she's aware of the karmatic flow. And Emma was the one that woke us up and said, your young master's not too far. So it's almost like Emma was even trying to break the cycle. And it's just fascinating that I'm not sure if she was acting on Isshin Ashina's accord, or was she doing it all on her own through her research. Now we want to talk to the little lady here. Because every time you resurrect, you spread the disease of dragon rot. how that guy got there. Alright. Now let's go finish what we started. So part 1 is pretty much I make it up to Lady Butterfly, and that's pretty much where I end part 1. So we got a little bit of time here. We got about 30, we'll get there in about half hour, 40 minutes. But I'll break down the lore this time. Go over here. Pop it. It's okay if he gets a stray hit. And there we go. Reclaimed what we once lost. Not too hard. Kind of a pushover. Alright, so what we want to do is go over here. Take out this guy real quick. And, we're good there. We don't have to go anywhere. Alright, so let's go up here. There should be another idol. We get the binocular, which is odd. We don't really need it. Can't open that side. Now, there is a way. I've seen speedrunners do the jump. Basically, you can fall off the edge and jump here, and you can get on the other side. I've done it. I don't want to. We'll open that way. But what we can do is we're going to go crouch, and we're going to puppet somebody. We're gonna find somebody to puppet. Now, there's a little mid boss right there. He's not that hard. But what we want to do is want to take the guy that's gonna ring the bell. Really? All right. Well, they all saw me. That's a fail. Everybody's getting around. That's okay. Get over here. Take out the guy ringing our bell. realize we're getting shot. That's not what was supposed to happen. Let's go around. Usually just do 1-2 blocks. Posture's up. Oh no! Wow, I didn't know he was gonna grab me. We'll resurrect. We're gonna unlock our resurrection back. Now we're on phase 2. Wow. I didn't think enemies on New Game Plus would do massive amounts of damage. Meanwhile, that guy's like, oh, I'm gonna help. No, you're not. I don't know where that guy came from. There's a lizard right there. There we go. And sometimes they add the lizards. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go down here. This is where we're going to encounter the first mythical snake. There's 2 snakes in the game. Also, resting at the idols bring back everybody that you just killed. Again, Ashina, the story is that they have the land of Ashina is blessed by the rejuvenating waters, which means the karma flow is distorted. Now, if you go over here, we're gonna encounter a headless. And the question is do I want to fight the headless? I'm going to try. So you get this note and you're like, wait, something about headless guy? All right, let's go. So go over here. You will find the headless. You will get back to this point later on. I'm gonna try to beat him. Give it a chance. Because the way the game progresses, you will come back here. This is really cool. So he has eye shine like the wolf, and you see this when we enter the cave here. Watch his eye. His good eye, not his bad eye. So you get, when it gets dark here, right here, his eye lights up. He's got the shinobi vision. I always thought it's a little nod there. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on some divine confetti. Oh, and what we also should do is put on no way. I do not have Oh, I do have pacifying agent. I got plenty. Haha. All right, so down here is the headless, as we can see. So we're just gonna go. runs like that, he's gonna appear behind us. But the secret is, you just gotta get behind him. Don't lock onto him. He's gonna run around. Oh. Really? He terrors us in 2 shots? We want him to come down here. Always come out from behind, around. Alright, phase 1 down. He gets a little bit faster. That's okay. Resurrect, use another pacifying agent. You come out from behind. You want to get some distance. Pop in the body together. Those long sweeps, you gotta run. Yep. And the headless is done early. Now, normally, what you do is when you defeat the headless, you get the sugars. So all the headless. A little bit of lore here. All the headless mini bosses here are actually all of these things here. The Akko, Ungo, Gokon, Gachin, and Yashariku. We get their sugars throughout the game, but when you defeat the headless, you actually get the Spirit Fall, which is infinite consumables. So the cool thing is we just did that early on. Now, it is entirely possible in the new game, you have nothing to actually beat. You can beat them early on. So that was that. Now this leads to the Demon Bell. So, bam! We're already at like Sunpo Temple already. We just skipped like half the game. But I forget what. And down there is where we meet the Armored Knight, Roberto. Now, let's go acquire some skills. So, my first playthrough, I got all the Shinobi arts. I got all the prosthetic arts. I think I did all the Ashina arts on my first playthrough. But here I only progressed a little bit on my prayer skills here, so I need to get 3, 6, 10. I think that's probably 3, so that's 13. And whatever this part is. And that'll unlock this part. And then this is 6 and this is 9. Spiral Cloud Passage. And this is probably going to be the hardest grind in this entire game. We are, in this run through, we have to get all the skills. And the skills are probably the hardest part, but we are doing the Severance run, so we are going to make it all the way through. So there's going to be some good grinding spots, and I was told that on New Game Plus 3, when you get the Ashina Castle, it gets pretty good in the second half of the game. Now the question is, do I want to ring the Demon Bell? So let's see here. What's it do? Demon Bell Sekiro. Because I haven't done it. It increases the difficulty, but you're rewarded with better item drops. Blah, blah, blah. Makes the game harder. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but doing this takes us here, so but it's cool that we got actually past the headless. So let us move back to, I mean, we'll ring Demon's Bell probably later when we're farming for the Lazulite, but we should get some Lazulite from quest items. So, let's see. There we go. Whip up there. And we come out the other side. But already we just got... Now... after doing that, we come out over here, and would you look at that? It leads us to the other side of the gate. We could take some random stuff. I don't normally use Divine Grasp, but, you know, when you're doing the gauntlets or you're fighting Ishin Sword Saint and you don't have any more gourds, it comes in handy. Alright, so let's go now down here. We're gonna encounter the snake. Now, snake's not too bad here. We just gotta be a little bit careful. Run, run, run. From the path. Crouch down. You can't see us if we don't move. You just gotta run to that little shack right there. The Quinn. 3, 2, 1. Stab him in the eye. We're done. Pass the snake. Next time we see a snake, Sneck will be no more. Alright, so this next part, eavesdrop a little bit here. Let's just take out that guy. We're gonna drop down. It's really important to eavesdrop because we progress Oniyama's quest. Activate the sculptor idol, but we're not gonna rest. Instead, we're gonna jump over here. Up here. And we're gonna listen to this guy.
Kokage, my poor lord. All it took was a bit of gunpowder. He startled, and now he's dead.
Well, we're sorry. Take out this guy, and there's gonna be one more that we have to eavesdrop on. So we're gonna go over here. And if you haven't figured out, this is how we meet our first major boss fight of the game, Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. So we're gonna go over here. Where'd he go? Okay. We're gonna take this guy out. 1, 2, 3. Over here's a memory. So we want to listen to it.
We managed to drive them back once, but the Interior Ministry's army is far too powerful.
And that is why you wish to use the power of my blood.
So we see here that Genichiro is just asking politely, like, hey, I kidnapped you. I'm going to tell you why I need to be immortal, and that's because the Interior Ministry is making their way into Ashina.
Look, this mountain of bodies. Ashina cannot be defended by normal means. Not anymore.
I could never be as strong as you, Lord Genichiro. I do not yet know what it is I should do.
It has been a long time since that happened. Wait all you like. It'll do you no good.
And we got eavesdrop on these guys.
Signal from the Great Castle Gate. Is it Lord Gyobu? Yes, that's definitely Gyobu the demon. Ashina is safe so long as that man guards her doors.
So you listen to those two guys because they're going to talk about, you know, your first boss fight. But, you know, go over here. I like to do. Pop it real quickly. Make this guy a puppet. Take out the rifleman. gives us enough time to loot everything. We could have also got in there. Alright. So now, we fight Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. The most iconic boss entrance ever. Because he screams his name. This is why the firecrackers come in handy. You want to get them pretty much the first thing. You want to buy the firecrackers from the first merchant you see. He was that merchant that was off the cliff. You want to buy Robert's firecrackers just for this boss fight. Excuse me. So, without further ado, let's do this.
My name is Gyobu Masataka Oniwa!
An attack pattern very similar to Godric. It's like heavily delayed. You never know when he's going to start. First phase done.
You will not take this Gyobu's head!
Grapple. Some distance, so we're gonna grapple. Sometimes the camera glitches during this fight because of how the tracking is on the horse. There we go. And he's done for. Defeating bosses in this game is the only way you level up your attack power. So, it's hard at first, but New Game Plus is kind of a breeze. Because we're already pretty powerful. So when we get a memory... Ooh, look at that. We got 22,000 that run. Isn't that amazing? Alright, so we go over here. Where there's a ministry ninja, the purple guys. Call them purple guys. Now, they are invading Ashina. Remember, they refer to them as the ministry. It's the Tokugawa ministry is invading Ashina. So they're sending two types. They're sending this guy of Ashina. The Tengu of Ashina tells us there's rats and there's also purple ninjas, and they all serve the Interior Ministry.
Care to purchase
another where you find a battlefield is our.
Go ahead.
So we find another merchant here. We need the Dragon's Blood Droplet, because that helps us revert the curse. Snap seeds, if you never played the game, recommended buy as many snap seeds as you can early on because that helps us fight Lady Butterfly.
Where you find? Where?
All right, so we go over here, and we meet the Tengu of Ashina. As you can see, there's a purple ninja already slain, and he's slain a bunch.
Another rat. But those eyes, a starving wolf. Before I kill you, tell me your name. Tell me your name! No name to give. You shinobi are all the same.
Now this is actually Ishin Ashina, which is interesting.
No one to mourn you.
Because Ishin has no ill will against Kuro. He's been watching us the whole time.
That's it.
And he sees that we have the prosthetics, so he knows we
like
remind him of Sekiro, the
means
sculptor.
Sekiro. That is what I shall
And he
name.
calls us Sekiro the wolf.
Are you? I am the Tengu of Ashina. Come, Sekiro. Care to hunt some rats with me? What? Rats have snuck into Ashina, scurrying about like they own the place. There are all kinds of rats out there, and they must be cut down. Every last one of them. It seems you have a talent for killing. What'll it be, Sekiro? Very well.
So
Excellent.
if you accept,
You'll
he gives
need
us
this if you're
esoteric
with me,
texts
Sekiro.
later on.
What is this? Go, if you do.
So, our main goal here is to help the Tengu of Ashina dispose of the rats, who, aka the purple ninjas and the little tiny men in hats, since they all serve the Interior Ministry.
Oh, you survived.
Now, if you want to
That
go
accursed
deeper into the
Yobu's
lore,
finally a corpse, I
that means
take it.
Ishin this entire time has been
That
watching
changes
us,
nothing,
and he
you know.
doesn't really
There'll be
engage
more
us.
wars, there'll be more corpses.
So he doesn't see
and
us as an
deep-seated
enemy.
hatred. Where's all that? Guess that's what.
And this woman
be gone
kind of
already.
explains
You'll do
Shur-
that.
the first hint of Shura.
Go and kill it. If you do, I will give you something that will aid you in battle.
So we'll go up here. There's an item over there. So this is a neutral zone, so we obviously can't do anything. We can't attack. So let's see, let's go over here. And we can explore. Whoop. Completely messed up. Go up here. There we go. Normally there's an item in here, but since we beat the game, there's nothing. Just a Jizo statue. All right. So with that being said, we are just right up there is Ashina Castle, where we know Kuro is being held at the top. So at this point in the game, what we're gonna do is we're going to increase attack power because we have a memory. So our attack power is like our level. So doing this puts our attack power at 24. Max attack power in the game is 99. So pretty much every playthrough should give you at least 16, between 16 to 18, I think. It only comes from the bosses. Now, over here is a good farm spot in the original game in your first playthrough, because these guys drop a ton of stuff, but we have to eavesdrop them. These are the rats that the Tengu of Ashina was referring to.
What about our other mission? Black Hat is fighting like a demon.
Now they're talking about Black Hat, which is who becomes a merchant. We're gonna find him next,
The Black Hat Badger won't go down without a fight.
since he's betrayed them. Now, what the best way to take out these guys is to put on the axe. Drop 1,200 this time. But we want to get up to 3. Uh-oh. We still have to do the Harada estate memory. But one of the things that we can do is we can explore now. We can get really far at this point of the game and not really really worry too much. We can go over here. Now this takes us to our next mini boss fight, which is where we fight the bull. What I like to do is not go up here. Go down here. Work my way up. There's a guy here. Where'd he go? You hide in these bushes. Take this guy out. Pop it. This guy. Let them duke it out. While they're duking it out, I go over here and look to see if I can find some items. The puppet jutsu in this game is just like one of my personal favorites. Just because it's so fun. can eavesdrop these guys.
Use that thing? In the battle. I know. But what choice do we have? Desperate times call for desperate measures. We're in no position to worry about what others might think. Yes, but... Hey, keep it together, soldier. Keep talking like that, and they'll put you on its detail. And when it's mad, it doesn't discriminate between friend or foe.
Now they're talking about this bull that's right here, so this might be a little bit tricky, but let's try it. We're gonna take a pellet and we're going to possess this guy so we can have a buddy. Get out of the bull's way. I don't have any spirit. This is one of the few enemies in the game that can't do any type of posture damage to it. You just gotta dodge and surprisingly easy. I don't know how I did that. I just got him in the wall. I've never seen that strategy before. I may have invented a new strat.
Sounds like he's calmed down. What? The enemy is still alive! What about the bull? Where's the bull?
Enemies are going to get a little bit more aggressive, a lot more tougher, but we're here at Ashina Castle.
Thank heavens. Thank heavens.
I do like the fact that I'm still covered in blood from the snake.
Have you heard of the Senpo Temple? The Senpo Temple on Mount Kongo. A very special holy person lives in that place. Go on. Join me in prayer. Thank
Alright, so she's referring to Senpo Temple, where there is a man-made divine child. AKA the child of rejuvenating waters is there.
Heavens.
Now, you kind of dismiss this old lady as kind of like a wacko because she appears, I think, twice.
Go on, thank.
But she tells us that there's Senpo Temple. There's another place in the game. So what we're gonna do is here, we're gonna go unlock this, and we're gonna listen to the memory. So right now we hear Kuro and Emma have made it to Ashina Castle.
Master Genichiro is waiting, is he not? I will return to the top of Ashina Castle. Wolf, that reed whistle we used before. This time, I will use it to call on you.
Alright. we can go. Let's see here. This door is up here to the back side of the reservoir. Now we don't have the dive ability. We don't get that till the end. Or till the midpoint. I thought the water would wash off some blood. It looks like it did. Now this is like an entirely other way. This is how we get back to Ashina Castle once Al invades the castle, since he's being a traitor. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here. And we're gonna open up this door and we're gonna fight another mid-boss. Normally you would fight this boss for a prayer bead, but we gotta eavesdrop everybody we find. And what we discover is this is where we began the game. So this is where Kuro was held. As you can see, there's the bridge. There's that. That door down there is locked. So yeah.
Heard reports of a shinobi somewhere around here. I heard the same. Lately it feels like an everyday occurrence. I know. Just shows just how soon the battle will be. Even more the reason to take the report seriously.
Let's go down here and pop at one of these guys. Over here. Bushes. Take the same path as what we did before. This guy. Let the ogres fight each other. This seriously, the puppet YouTube makes the game hilariously fun. But they sometimes get friendly fire. Just like that. But the ogres with the clubs are very easy to pop. Alright. So, go through that. As you can see, we're kind of back where we started. Now, there's a boss up here, he's got a spear. Now, normally in the game, one of the things that you want to do is collect the prayer beads, as enemies drop those and they basically max out your health. Let's fight this guy. Now, it's really important that we know the Makiri counter, which we do. This guy's gonna spear us. First phase done. He's gonna be a little bit more aggressive in his phase too. That didn't really block, but that's okay. Step on a spear. Use again. Ooh. Breaking our posture. But we can break it. There we go. And he's good. Yeah, one of the most important things that you need to do in this game is learn the counter system. That is crucial to beating this game. As there's two counters. There's like when they do like a horizontal or like a crowd control, you want to jump. And you want to be able to read that. And if they're doing like a thrust, you can do the M.G.D counter, which is just basically forward. I like to do... It's forward B. Well, if you're on Xbox, it's forward B and block. But I like to do... I have the Elite controller, so I use the back button to do it. And basically, you want to dash forward, block at the same time. And that's how you can easily pull off a M.G.D counter.
Wolf, you said to me once, do what must be done, but I have yet to discover what it is that I must do. I don't understand. Why was I granted this power?
So Kuro is somebody who he questions himself a lot because he doesn't understand why he's the child of the divine dragon and why everybody wants his blood because Kuro's immortal. Well, he's not really immortal, but his blood can offer immortality. And again, Ashina is on the brink of war. As we know, the Tokugawa ministry is coming in to basically investigate and make Ashina, not be separate from everybody else. Ashina thinks that everybody else is gonna, they're gonna try to take the divine waters. They have every right, but at this point, with Dragon's Rot, everybody suffering from affliction and all that jazz, it's just one thing after another. Now, I have to look carefully. Is there a shinobi passage in the ceiling here? I don't think there is. There is an item in there. How do I get in there? Oh, I think I just need the key. Anyway, We go over here. We meet this guy.
It truly stirs my soul. Beautiful, and yet somehow sad.
Now he is looking
As if
for
it yearns
Orin of the
calls
Waters.
For someone. Hey, who are you calling for? Let me hear it one more time.
Hey, you.
What?
Hey, you.
My name is Jinzaimon Kamano. My duty is to patrol the moat. No map. So I
have not.
I thought.
So he's pretty much talking about Orin of the Waters at Mibu Village.
Shinobi, I followed the sound.
I have not.
So, but we're not gonna have him go there because he's gonna die if he goes there. And over here is where we start the game. Down there is a rat from the Interior Ministry. So we're gonna go do that. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take out the rat. Fighting these guys is a great way to learn how to block and parry. Oh, I messed up that security counter. I blamed the camera on that one. That's not how I wanted to go. It attacked way too fast, but that's okay. How much did I lose? Oh, 16,000? Really? Yeah, use that back. We're gonna get our vendors. Let's go get our vendors. We don't need. Yeah, let's go back to the Lazulite Subimaru. 3, 2, 1. got a purple one. Ooh, they drop almost 3,000. Oh, there's some good farming spot right there. Alright, so we got our revenge. So if you go over here, whoop. This takes us to the abandoned dungeon. Down there is the Shichiman warrior. We can fight him. I'm gonna try. He likes to teleport. He's gonna do it again. One more time. And we're gonna possess him. Haha! Alright, well, that takes him out. Alright, so we got the Shichiman warrior defeated. There, I think, is 3 of them in the game, but we got him, so that's good. drop 3,000. Not really good. Go over here. But Shishiman Warriors are not that hard. You could do an aerial finish. I've only done it one time, but it has something to do with you have to jump towards him when he jumps, and sometimes you'll get an instant finisher. The vassals of the Ashina clan executed after the Great Rebellion. May their spirits rest in peace. Now we fight these. Now we start coming across these zombies. Now these zombies just don't die. That's because there's a guy up here that's pretty much doing some weird stuff. Go over here. Activate the idol. Gonna take out all these guys. There's a guy in there. We got him. Okay. Alright. Now this elevator will take us to Senpo Temple. We're gonna go up here, we're gonna activate the idol, and then we're gonna go back through Ashina, and then we're gonna make our way up to the top of Ashina, and then we're gonna go do the Harada estate.
Those of the Senpo Temple have strayed from Buddha's teachings. They have abandoned their faith, seduced by a search for immortality. Should you be captured, there is no telling what would become of you. You would do well to return the way you came. However, I will not stop you from entering if you are determined to do so. But if you do, please proceed with care.
So this is actually the child of the rejuvenating water speaking to us. She was created by unholy means. She is the only child that survived the creating process. And because of that,
I see you have decided to continue.
she's warning us.
We will pray for your safety. It is the least we can do.
And she warns us about the people, the Buddhist monks here no longer follow the ways of Buddha because they have been doing two things. Number one, they are abusing the system of the rejuvenated waters in seeking immortality. They're also infesting themselves with bugs and parasites that make them immortal. They also create the sugars. So the sugars that make from the headless, they're doing those to basically, like, I don't want to say like poison people, but they're doing those to kind of like as a means of, hey, we're gonna make money off of this. Now you're like, why are these guys not dying? Well, that's because this guy over here made them. Whoop. Hold on. I want to pick up an item here.
What are you doing here? All places. Are you perhaps a shinobi?
That's right.
I thought so. Might you be willing to take on a favor for me? I am Dojun.
That's right.
I thought it might I am
So, that's Dojun. He's a weirdo. He's like a mad doctor, and he's making like all these guys immortal. He is important because we need actually to send one guy over. Jesus.
Where you find the departed, we go ahead.
Alright, so let's see here. What do we need? Contact medicine, poison effects. That's okay. Buy all the coin purses.
Where you find it.
Go activate this. Might be possible. Nope. We gotta go eavesdrop on these guys. Don't really know what they're saying because of the dogs barking. I think one of them has the key. The gatehouse key. Which is that house that's locked. We'll go back there. For a second here. What we want to do. If it's your first playthrough, what you could do early on in the game is just use the shuriken on I couldn't do an instant. Ah! take out a rat. So right here, this is where the end of the game is. Oh, we need the axe. Because that effectively breaks their hats that protect them. It's kind of like why we choose to use it. It makes it so much easier. Alright, so now that we did that, do we have enough? Oh, we're almost at skill level 3. Alright, so we can acquire skills. Alright, so the question is what one do I want? Do I want the Virtuous Deed, or do I want to do the Senpo Leaping Kick? Let's do that. Let's unlock Exorcism. Alright, 3, 6, 10. And then whatever the art is. Okay. Back to Ashina. Oh, wait. We gotta go unlock the gatehouse for something. I think it's just we'll get just a Jizu statue, but it's okay. Doing finishers for replenish your health, it just makes this game better. Use the gatehouse. Alright, let's go find Black Hat. So we're gonna go find him next. Since we're at Ashina Castle here. So what we could do is rest. Although that's gonna reset everybody, it's okay. There's a bunch of guys up there. We're gonna go this way. Those were the guys. If you beat Genichiro in the beginning of the game, you will find that you're about to land the killing blow, and then all of a sudden, those Ashina warriors distract you, and thus severing, giving you where it can take your arm. Now we're just gonna basically like run through and just chop everybody up. There's 4 guys down there. Here. Possess you. Let's go clear out these guys down here. Here, get an item. And then we're gonna just clear out this area here. We saw the counter. Now we've taken everybody out. We're going to just go here. We're going to take out these guys, and there's a mini boss up here. So, let's do that.
I'm sure you are all aware already. This coming battle will determine the fate of all Ashina. We go now to risk our lives for Lord Ishin and the peoples of Ashina. We are Ashina! We are unbreakable! Yeah! For Ashina!
Pop it! trying to get back up to that, like, first skill point. Alright, we'll take the Divine Grass. Alright, so... let's continue scaling the pagodas here. We can go this way. And I'm only just gonna make my way into the castle so I can get, oh, there's an item over there. Okay. That means we gotta jump. And then we'll do the Harada State Memory. And then pretty much we're gonna just call it. These guys, I don't like that much. But they don't have that much health. It's just that they're very projectile heavy. And they dance around. I love how this guy, the Black Crow, just flies out of nowhere. You can get him in a loop. Still one more. A little bit of a pain. Oh my god! Well, at the end of it all, we make our way inside. So aside from Senpo Temple, we haven't explored. Now, we're at the point where we can actually do that. We can go explore Senpo Temple. But I think I'm going to just run through the Harada Estate right now. Or... run through here real quick. Whoa! Maybe that was a bad idea. Two v two. coin. You just want to get up to skill point 1. Activate the secret wall here. Go up here. Get the Gaichin sugar. Go down here. Multiple blocking. Mikiri counter. Oh. Oh man, head down here. Get off! Well, that was my fault. I got really outmanned. That's okay. Let's do this. Let's jump down. Buy us some time right here. While my puppet is doing all the work. We'll open the back door. That's okay here. So, let's open the front door. We'll go around the back door here. We don't have the dive ability, so we're not going to be able to go fight the headless. That's down there. That's what we're locking onto. We can go take out the carp. That's going to attack us. this idol. This is how we meet Black Hat. He is, I think, over there. Let's see here. So you can see we're on the other side of the bridge here.
Hey, you didn't see a little scoundrel come running through here, did you? We're after one, and I'm fairly sure he came this way.
What was he wearing?
He had a black hat on, short little guy.
Thing is, nobody's passed this way at all. The only thing that did look like some kind of animal. A raccoon? Maybe a badger? Couldn't say for sure. You sure you didn't mistake that animal for your criminal?
Oh, come on! Forget it.
Now over here, we're on the other side of the bridge. So that's where we had to run down here and fight the snake the first time. Now up here is Black Hat.
Told those morons to give it a rest, but they don't. They just keep sending more. Such a pain in my... You one of them nightjar cronies?
No.
Of course not. There's something different about you. But I'd say you're in the same line of work. The name's Black Hat Badger. What's yours? Real sociable one, aren't we? First this stubborn lot, now we're down in the dumb shinobi, and then those Ashina boys raising hell outside. Could this day get any better?
You're a fugitive.
Something like that, sure. By the by, I'm a little out of pocket these days. Got the goods, but no one to sell them to. Been waiting for someone like you to show up.
Now this is where you would get the you want to find him early on in the game because he gives you the umbrella prosthetic.
about this one? Rats have been swarming into Ashina Castle these days. You know the ones I mean. But there's this hell-bent old-timer cutting them up like it was nothing.
Was he wearing a Tengu mask?
Oh, so you did see him.
Yes. We spoke.
Well, ain't you just full of surprises? I'm impressed he let you keep your head. You hear about this one? Rats have been swinging out there.
Alright, so pretty much we're done with his quest line. For now. He has a sad quest, and it's why it's very important that why he's a fugitive. It's because he's aware of the evils of Senpo Temple. If we go over here, this is supposedly Lady Tomoe's grave, and that is her divine heir that she severed. And Emma knew about this. Oh, excuse me, first one. So we're going over here, we're going to eavesdrop.
You're saying we don't have enough salt? Yes, sir. We use it for cooking, of course, but we also use it on wounds and for purifying the dead. So at the rate people are dying, we're out then? Yes, sir. That's why many on the battlefield are falling ill. I see. We'll need to find a way to get some salt then.
So this eavesdrop is important because we want to tell this to Anayama. Death. Wasn't planning on that. Oh, I lost so much from that run. Revenge. Yeah. Now at this point, we're just kind of just activating some fast travel points. Down here is where the gun fortress is. So again, we're just going down here to activate some fast travel points. Going this way leads us to another headless, but we don't have the dive down ability. But this is the Ashina outskirts. So this is a bunch of monuments. I'm not sure what these monuments are, if they are the children, but this is where you would go to dive down. To fight the other headless. So we'll come back this way. We will come back this way later on. You can always progress forward into the gun fort, but at this time I don't think it's really worth it. Gonna do is let's rest. We're gonna travel back to Ashina outskirts. We're gonna go to the outer wall here. Talk to Anayama the peddler. Tell him what we know. And then we're gonna go into the Harada estate.
I've been waiting for you, good sir. I procured some goods with the coin you gave me. Go on, buy something. By the way, good sir, I'm going to let you in on something.
All right.
I'm thinking about expanding my business. I mean, who knows when Ashina will fall? It's what you might call a, sinking ship. In other words, opportunity is knocking, you know? Which is why I have a favor to ask of you.
What is it?
Do you mind finding out what the Ashina samurai... You tell me that. You're a shinobi, but you've got a good ear for... help a... Hey!
I found out what the...
Oh, you mean it, good sir?
Yes. It seems they're low on salt.
Salt, you say? Well, you eat it, of course. But it's also good for purifying the dead and putting on wounds. Diseases spread quick with rotten corpses on the battlefield. Everyone's scrambling for salt. Now's the time to... Lots of people... Thank you!
You tell them that.
Until next, I'll stock some... Make sure you... Now then, how do I get me some salt? Oh, good sir! Are you going to buy some?
So that's pretty much it.
Until next time, I'll stock some... Make sure...
Now we can rest and talk to him again. See if he activates anything.
Good sir! Good! My salt? Huh? And that means I'm loaded with cash and product. Look! Look! I've got some... Oh! Good.
Is this about your business?
You know me so well, good sir. It smells like a war's brewing. I could make killing if I... Which is why I have a favor to...
What is it?
Looting battlefields. I mean, That's a great way to refresh my stock, right? There are dead bodies all over a battlefield. It's a gold mine, huh? Spears, swords, armor, it's all free and for the taking. Weapons should fly off the ship.
What qualifications do you need?
Let's see. Looting the battlefield is a dirty, disgusting, and physical job. I'm looking for someone who's big and strong. Greetings, go on.
So this
Until
is
next
where
time, good
we
sir.
progress
I'm
to
counting on you,
a
someone
specific point where we will need to find somebody to help Anayama the peddler. And we will find somebody at Senpo Temple. Alright, so let's go back to the dilapidated temple. And let us start. Actually, I might call it right now.
You're here too. It's so busy here today.
Sculptor.
I don't need your concern. I'm not normal, you see. No mere dragon rot will kill me.
Sculptor.
I don't need your concern. I'm not normal, you see. No mere...
Blah, 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 blah. Let's talk to Emma.
What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't realize you were here. The sculptor has been coughing blood. I took a sample of this blood for my dragon rod research.
A sample of his blood?
Yes, blood that he's... The color of the blood. The sculptor's blood alone.
Is there anything I can...
Yes. Bring me samples of blood coughed up by others that suffer if I have more.
If I come across anyone...
Goodbye.
Alright, so let's go talk to the old lady that's outside of... the outskirts here. So we can get the dragon rot blood, give it to Emma. So we have to kind of progress some of these quests just to give a little bit more understanding, but again, we are trying to go for Severance, so we want to unlock the most. And we know there is one other person over here that is infected with dragon rot, and that's the nice old lady.
I'm taking a blood sample. Now to bring this up.
I'll give this back to Lady Emma.
Yes?
I saw you and Lord Kuro in a vision.
A vision?
Yes. Where is Lord Kuro right now?
He's being kept near the keep at Ashina Castle. The gate to the castle, however, is shut.
I see.
I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
I have obtained one.
A blood sample. Let me see. The coloration is very similar to the sculptor's. The color is just slightly tainted, but what's this?
Do you have enough blood?
I believe so. Allow me to continue my research when we speak again. In fact, count on it. I can now continue my research on the dragon rot with the blood sample you gave when we, in fact. Goodbye.
Alright, so let's ring the bell and enter our memory for Harada Estate. But I'm gonna call it because we're coming up to 3 hours, so this will end the run.
Close your eyes.
But that's okay. Maybe tomorrow I'll continue. And if that's the case, if I do stream tomorrow and continue this playthrough, we'll get through Harada Estate and we'll do Senpo Temple.
The bell's chime will stir your thoughts and awaken old memories from their slumber.
So here we are. Harada Estate. Anayama's quest is pretty much progressed up to Senpo Temple. We will send Jizo to the Mad Doctor. But here we are in Wolf's memory of that night of where he failed. So, part 1 of our Severance run is going to end here. We will continue part 2 another time. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. It's been fun.